Morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, February 8th, 2022, and it is a day 2. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. I love that so many of you guys are joining me. I love the fact that so many of you guys are coming up with your own breathing techniques, ways to help you focus on breathing in and breathing out, okay? Now, remember, the mindful minute is a good way to get yourself to notice the present moment, the now, right? Forgetting about the past, letting go of the future and all of the worries and anxieties that come with it, just noticing what's going on right here and right now. So to get us started, as you know, let's use our eyes and scan our environment and find something that catches our eyes and our attention. And just study what it is, if you can identify it, its shape, its size, where in the room or in your environment it is. Are there shiny parts? Are there folds? Are there shadows? Things like that. Colors even. Then take a breath in with your nose and out. What do you notice with your sense of smell? And what does it remind you of? Thoughts, memories, things like that. And then with your ears, just pause and listen. And notice what sounds there are that exist right here that you didn't notice before because, well, you weren't paying attention. Now that you are, what sounds do you hear? You see, I'm actually filming this on a Monday afternoon, and I can hear the voices of the teacher across, on the other side of the wall, and some of the students. I didn't notice those sounds before. I got used to them. But now I'm noticing them. And then with your skin, what do you feel, right? With whether it's the air, the temperature, your clothing, things like that. All right, so let's go ahead and move to our breathing. Notice your body. Get yourself in a nice, relaxed position. Notice the chair holding you up. Notice your weight going down, pushing it down. Notice where your weight meets the chair holding you up. I'm going to use that bubble breathing that was taught to us by Austin yesterday. You can use whatever breathing technique works best for you, but let's go ahead. I like to close my eyes. You don't have to. Take that first breath in and out. Allow yourself to settle and arrive. Breathe in again. And out. Let your shoulders relax. Let your back relax. Let your hips just settle into the chair. Breathe in again. And breathe out. And then when you're in the rhythm of noticing your breath, even if your mind, by the way, wanders, just tug it back gently. Breathe in. Notice your toes and your feet. Breathe out. Your ankles and your knees. Right? Notice each part of your body. As you scan through your body, breathe in, recognizing parts of your body that you didn't really pay attention to throughout the day. In your own way, just simply think and greet those parts of your body, noticing how they feel, so on and so forth. Breathe in again. Also think about what feelings you brought to school today. Breathe out. Whatever those feelings are, identify them, even if they're not pleasant. Breathe in. And instead of doing what we are so used to doing, which is push away unpleasant feelings, breathe out. Open the doors, let those feelings in. They're real. Let them know that they're real. Let them know that you're here to listen to what they need to tell you, those feelings. Breathe in. And in due time, they will move on to the next moment. Breathe out. Now, in a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the Fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in this mindful minute. It's always nice to know that there are others joining me. Don't forget, we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, be respectful to yourself as well as others. I have to say, yesterday, Monday, in the cafeteria, both our first graders and our second graders did a really good job. I know that sometimes it can get loud. And yes, I know that there were moments when grown-ups had to ask you guys to bring it back to a 1, when even your fellow kids said it was getting a little bit loud. But by and large, without too many reminders, I thought you guys did pretty good. And I hope that you'll give yourself a nice little pat on the back, because when you do a great job, we notice that too, okay? And that's really respectful. Also, I love the fact that many of you are listening to me right now. I love that some of you guys know to raise your hand if you have something to say. Those are all tiny things, and they're small things, but they mean a lot because it shows respect. And when it's your turn to talk, you deserve that same respect. Also, show that you're responsible. Responsible with your hands and your feet, the words that come out of your mouth. Yeah, even how you think. I know I've been on this kick for a little bit, but really think about it. If you think in negative ways or in hurtful ways, chances are you're going to say something negative or hurtful. Chances are that you're going to do something that's negative and hurtful. But if your brain and your heart is working hard on positive feelings, feelings that can be helpful to people, well, the same holds true. If you're positive and helpful and encouraging in how you think, then the words that come out of your mouth are going to be positive, helpful, and encouraging. Same thing with what you do. Okay? And that's a good way to show that you're responsible with your body, because we all have a not so great side of us, and we've got a really amazing side to us. And I hope that you keep feeding that amazing side of you, because that's the part of you that we're rooting for. And finally, show that you're ready to learn, ready to tackle the day, ready to fail. I know it sounds weird, but ready to mess up, because we're all going to do that. And sometimes we just have to be honest with ourselves, pick ourselves up, brush ourselves off, and get back on the horse and keep trying. Speaking of that honesty, that's our character trait for the month of February. It's one of the easiest things to do. I was talking to some first grade students in Miss Ogrechek's class yesterday, and I talked about how if you went fishing and you wanted to catch the biggest fish and you caught a full-on shark, of course it's going to be super easy to brag and tell everyone about it. But if you mess up, and we know that no one's perfect, it can sometimes be embarrassing. Maybe you don't want to get in trouble, and there's a part deep down inside where maybe you might even want to lie. You see, honesty takes courage and bravery. Do you have it? I think you do. Next time you make a mistake, next time you mess up, next time you think you did something that's going to make Mr. Lin or somebody else disappointed, practice that bravery and still say that you messed up if indeed you did. All right? Because when it's all said and done, we love you just the way you are. We love how you're growing. We love how different you are. And if you're honest, that's not going to change. All right? So I want you to hear that from me. I love you just the way you are. I encourage you to go find teachers and classmates and tell them the same thing. Some of you guys have been raising your hands and telling me to watch you guys say that you like each other just the way each other are. And that's awesome. I see that among boys. I see that among girls, and boys and girls. It's really cool. I can't wait to see you guys around, okay? I love seeing that. Come find me. Give me some positivity. Go find your teachers. Tell them you love them just the way they are. Yes, I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing day.